Salut les amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. Dans cette vidéo, on va voir ensemble un petit exercice de compréhension écrite, type examen DELF A1, qui est donc à la fin de l'unité 2 du livre édito. Alright? So today we will look to. Salut les amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui, on va regarder ensemble un petit exercice de compréhension écrite, type examen DELF A1, qui est donc à la fin de l'unité 2 du livre édito A1, ok? So today we look together at a small writing understanding exercise type like DELF A1 exam, alright? That's at the ending of unit 2 of the Edito book, alright? So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch the full like Edito unit 2 class, right? And then you can do this exercise. Donc dans un premier temps, on va regarder ensemble l'explication de l'épreuve. Ensuite, je vais te montrer l'exercice et après, je vais te donner les réponses, ok? In the first time, alright, I will explain to you what's the rule of the exercise, okay? Then I show you the exercise, you will pause, you do it yourself, and then I will give you the answer, and more important than the answer, I will give you the explanation of the answer, ok? Allez, c'est parti. Donc, qu'est-ce que vous devez faire? Répondre à des questions sur 4 ou 5 documents de la vie de tous les jours. So this is an explanation of how the exam works for the reading understanding, okay? What should you do? You need to answer questions about 4 or 5 documents about everyday life, ok? Donc, exercice 1. Vous montrez que vous comprenez ce qu'on vous demande de faire dans un message personnel. Un petit mot, une carte, un mail, de vos amis, de vos voisins. So, exercice 1, you need to show that you understand what you are asked to do in a small personal note, like a card or an email from your friends or your neighbors, something like this. Exercice 2. Vous repérez les informations principales d'un document court, mail, affiche, etc. et vous suivez des indications pour aller dans un lieu public. Vous utilisez un plan. So, exercice 2. You will see informations about like a small document, okay? You need to highlight what's the most important information in this document, like an email or a poster, for example, and you will have to follow indications to go to a public place, all right? We've seen this in Unit 2, actually, in the class. Exercice 3. Vous repérez des informations générales et temporelles dans un document professionnel, agenda, mail, programme de conférence, horaire, etc. So you will have to highlight what are the general informations and like the time information in a professional document, like an agenda, an email, like some schedule, something like this. Et exercice 4, vous cherchez des informations dans un document sur l'éducation, la formation, articles, carte de visite, publicité, petites annonces, etc. So this one, you will have to look for informations inside a document about education, training, like an advertisement or some things like this, okay, like an article of a newspaper or a visit card, business card and all, okay. Donc, à quoi devez-vous penser? Okay? À quoi devez-vous penser? What should you be thinking about? Qu'est-ce qu'on me demande de faire? Lisez bien la consigne. Okay? So, what am I asked to do? You should read carefully the question. Okay? Lisez bien la consigne. À quoi sert le document proposé? Pour qui est ce document? Où est-ce qu'on peut le trouver? Dans quelle situation? Observez attentivement la totalité du document. Texte plus image. Ok? Donc, à quoi sert le document proposé? What's the purpose of the document? Pour qui est ce document? To whom is it useful? Où est-ce qu'on peut le trouver? Where can I find this document? Dans quelle situation? In which context? In what situation? Donc, observez attentivement la totalité du document. So, take a close look at like the whole document, okay? Donc, texte plus image, okay? The text and the pictures. Quelles sont les informations? Lisez bien les questions. What are the informations? Read the questions carefully. Est-ce que mes réponses sont correctes? Relisez le document et vérifiez vos réponses. So, are my answers correct? Read the document again and check your answers like a few times, okay? Donc ça, c'est vraiment des règles très générales qui peuvent s'appliquer en vrai à tous les examens, ok? These are like really, really basic guidelines that can apply to any kind of exam. Alright? Donc ça, c'est l'exercice. Ça, c'est le document. Here's the document, here's the exercise. Donc tu vas mettre en pause ici pour bien regarder le document Et ça, c'est les questions. Donc, tu vas mettre en pause ici, tu vas lire les questions et tu vas répondre aux questions. OK? So first, you pause here. OK? You pause the video. You take a look at the document. You try to understand everything you can. Then you pause here and you try to understand all the questions and you answer the questions by yourself. OK? And now, I will show you then the answer. OK? First, I'll read the document. Donc, vous lisez cette affiche dans une gare de France. Répondez aux questions. So you read this poster in a station, like a train station in France. Answer the questions. Info, trafic, travaux. H, ok? Ça, c'est la lettre H. Paris Nord, Pontoise, Persan-Beaumont, Valmondois, Paris Nord, Montsou-Maffliers, Persan-Beaumont, Luzarques. Travaux de rénovation du pont de Fort de la Briche entre Saint-Denis et Épinay-Villetaneuse. Les soirs des samedis et dimanches 4, 5, 11, 12, 18, 19 avril 2015, empruntez les trains de la ligne D du RER jusqu'à Stade de France Saint-Denis. Donc ici, avril 2015, lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Donc on a 4, 5, 11, 12, 18, 19. Donc c'est les dates ici. Et puis, offre de covoiturage transilien en partenariat avec Idevroom. Ok. So here's the document. Basically, this is a poster talking about the line H. Okay, you can see here the H letter, like a train, which is the line H in Paris, because you can see here Paris, all right? So you may or may not know, but this is like a cultural information. In Paris, you have a lot of like inner city train lines, and they have letters, okay, like A, B, C, D, and all. Donc, info, trafic, travaux means that there is a work in progress on this line. I think it's very easy to understand because even if you were to not understand anything from these three words, you have the picture here showing you like there's a work in progress, plus the small dots here and the overall color of the document kind of indicates that there's a work in progress on this line. Okay. Donc, work in progress here will be travaux. Okay. Quand on dit en français il y a des travaux, it means like there is work in progress. When we say in French, il y a des travaux, there's a work in progress. Donc, travaux de rénovation du pont de Fort de la Briche entre Saint-Denis et Épinay-Villetaneuse. What's a bit tricky in the document is that it seems like there are a lot of very difficult words, like Pontoise, Persan-Beaumont, Montsou, Maffliers. These are all names of train stations, so you don't have to understand them, and they have no meanings actually. Like these are literally just names of stations, okay? So you shouldn't pay attention and you shouldn't be afraid of all these difficult words. Donc, il y a des travaux de rénovation, so there's a work in progress between two stations, okay. Les soirs des samedis et dimanches 4, 5, 11, 12, 18, 19 avril 2015, empruntez les trains de la ligne D du RER jusqu'à Stade de France Saint-Denis. So this is the important information basically. Les soirs, so the evenings, this is important, les soirs, les samedis et dimanches, donc toutes les dates ici. So basically the evenings of these dates, so Saturday and Sunday for all these days of April 2015, empruntez les trains de la ligne D du RER jusqu'à blablabla. So you should take the train from the line D, okay, du RER. Donc RER is the name of what I was telling you about, the inner city train of Paris, okay? So if you are at the evenings of these dates, then you cannot take the line H and instead you should take the line D. Alright, this is the information. Ensuite ici, offre de covoiturage transilien en partenariat avec Idevroom. I think this is the topic of the last question here, the question 4. I think this question is a bit more difficult and they use it in the exam to kind of make a difference between the good student who will have like good answer to the whole three questions and a very good student who will be able to understand the fourth question. You know, like this is what they put, this question that's a bit more difficult. So, offre de covoiturage transilien en partenariat avec Idevroom. If you remember, in Unit 2, we have seen that covoiturage means I think in English is carpool, like you share a car with other people, okay? So, you here have like an offer of carpooling transilien en partenariat avec Idevroom. So these are a lot of words, but basically you can see that there's a company called Idevroom that's offering like a carpool service during the duration of this work in progress on the line. Ok? Donc, question 1. Le document parle d'une ligne de train. Il invite à l'inauguration de la ligne H après de longs travaux. Il annonce des travaux sur la ligne H. Il annonce la fermeture de la ligne H. Donc, la bonne réponse, il annonce des travaux sur la ligne H. Ok. Tu peux voir ici, you can see here, il invite à l'inauguration de la ligne H après de longs travaux. This kind of have no sense, even if you don't get the meaning of inauguration. So, inauguration. Donc, inauguration, the meaning is like a grand opening, you know, like invite à l'inauguration de la ligne H après de longs travaux means you're like the document is inviting you to participate to the grand opening of line H after like a long work, you know. Obviously, this makes no sense because you can see just from the look of the poster that, I mean, obviously, this is not a grand opening and this talks about work, ok? Info, trafic, travaux, alright. Annonce des travaux sur la ligne H, so this makes sense, ok? Donc, annonce is like it's informing you about the work on line H. Et annonce la fermeture de la ligne H. You can see in this sentence, you don't even have the word travaux, so it seems like doesn't look like the right answer. Et annonce la fermeture. Fermeture means the closing of line H. I think nothing here indicates that the line H is closing. Ok. Question 2. Le 12 avril, vous pouvez prendre la ligne H pendant la journée. Vous pouvez prendre la ligne H le soir. Vous ne pouvez pas prendre la ligne H. Ok, donc la bonne réponse c'est vous pouvez prendre la ligne H pendant la journée. This is asking you, le 12 avril, so on the 12th of April, basically, when can or cannot you take the line H? Donc, vous pouvez prendre la ligne H pendant la journée, you can take it during the day. Vous pouvez prendre la ligne H le soir, you can take it during the evening. Vous ne pouvez pas prendre la ligne H, you cannot take it at all. So this is why I told you earlier that the important information is les soirs here, so les soirs is the evenings. Donc, les soirs des samedis et dimanches 4, 5, 11, 12, tu dois emprunter le train de la ligne D. Okay? So the evening of the 12, you need to take the line D because the line H is closed. Okay? I mean, you can understand that if you need to take the line D, it's because the line H is closed. But this is the evening, le soir. So, tu peux prendre la ligne H pendant la journée. Alright? Not during the evening, but during the day, you can. Ensuite, question 3. On parle de la ligne D du RER. Cette ligne remplace la ligne H pendant les travaux, est en travaux pour rénovation, a de nouveaux horaires pendant les travaux. So we're talking about the line D of the train, okay? This line is replacing line H during pendant les travaux, during the work. So obviously this is the right answer. Est en travaux pour rénovation, so is, like there's a work in progress on this line D, ou bien a de nouveaux horaires pendant les travaux. Still very easy to understand. If you can understand the document, obviously you know that the right answer is replacing the line H during the work in progress. Okay? Maintenant, si on regarde les autres réponses, if you look at the other answers, la ligne D du RER est en travaux pour rénovation ou a de nouveaux horaires pendant les travaux. If you look at the document, this is obviously about work on line H because you have the H here. If there was any work done on line D, you would have a similar document with a D here, okay? So it's not answer 2. And they just quickly mention line D at the bottom here, but nothing indicates that there's a new schedule for line D or anything, right? If there was a new schedule for line D, you would also have an individual document telling you about this, all right? So obviously is the first answer. Et pour la question 4, for the last question, I gave you the answer already when I was reading the document. Tu peux répondre, donc, ID-Vroom, qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est une entreprise de covoiturage. So it's a company doing carpool. Ok les amis, c'est tout. J'espère que c'était pas trop difficile. I hope this was not too difficult for you. If it was too difficult, you can go back to the class Unit 2 and you can also watch the video about the exercises of the Unit 2 cahier d'activité. So you can also practice everything that we saw together in Unit 2. Ok? Vas-y, bonne journée à tous. Bisous.